Married to Medicine. Y'all make sure that y'all are liking up this video first. All right, y'all. So let us go ahead and get into Married to Medicine. Whew. Child, I'm glad we getting to the end of Married to Medicine. It has been a mess. Phaedra did not show up, but they did start the conversation off with Phaedra feeling as though whatever her plan was with old boy backfired in her face. You had T trying her best to hold her own against Quad and Toya, but the reads were not necessarily
Embarrassing.
landing. Simone is on a day of accountability, but it does not apply to her. Okay. It will apply to y'all, but it ain't got shit to do with me. And Heavenly was just trying to find a piece of a way to let herself in. Like it was weird the way Heavenly was sitting over there ad libbing. I'm like, girl, shut up. Okay, why are you trying to act a piece of demure now when you don't be any other time? Be loud, speak up. Contessa still standing 10 toes behind what she heard in the streets. She says, don't be mad at me, be mad at the streets. Simone confirms what she heard. Toya confirms what she heard. Jackie shut the hell up because you know what Simone heard, Jackie heard. And Quad, I haven't heard anything about Dr. Damon. I don't know anything. What are you talking about? So
Jami, that impersonation.
very interesting. It was very interesting. What did y'all make of the reunion?
It was very entertaining,
Mhm.
but okay, so I know it was Simone. Why the fuck are you kneeling down of a Letitia? Letitia,
Thank
you need to learn how to pick your battles. You don't need to argue every point. Toya and Letitia. Latoya made it obvious I'm not fucking with her now. But also, Toya, I believe Letitia, you in Heavenly were trying to get her to go after Quad. And when that did not work out, now y'all have flip sides like the pancake bitches that y'all are. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let me see what else.
I
Jack,
love how Quad clocked that too.
she did.
I
Jack,
I hear you. I'm listening to you.
And when she told you to put me out of your bachelorette party, you obliged. I'm
you
like,
did.
that was her way of letting you know, Toya, you can say what the hell you want to say, but bitch, I've clocked you, but I'm talking here. But I
Yes.
got
Mm.
you. I was like, okay.
Whatever the reason that Simone is jealous or mad at Quad is the
Mhm.
same reason that Toya is mad at Quad. Like that's how I feel, and I will not
Mm-hmm.
back down from that because I know
Mm.
people like to think that Toya is not like envious of Quad, and
Mhm.
I strongly disagree.
Mm.
Also, I feel like I need for people to start clocking Jackie because Jackie, why the fuck are you apologizing if you're really not sorry? I
Mm.
get that
Oh my
Quad is
god.
exhausting and has like an energy that makes you feel like you need to keep apologizing, but that's when you detach. I said what I said. I apologize. I mean it. You can talk as long as you need to, but I'm not going to continue to keep saying I apologize when I do if I don't need to keep saying it. Sometimes people are expressing their pain to you so you can be clear, not so that you can continue to say I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, just so that they can get it all out. And I feel like when Dr. Jackie said, "Oh, I did apologize at first, but then I was gonna have to apologizing," so I that makes me feel like the apology was not genuine, and you were doing it to placate Quad so that y'all can continue to use her as a storyline. So fuck you. And I
Yeah.
don't know why Quad was using you for her IVF when there are other people in Atlanta that do IVF. Like I would not have fuck with Simone or Jackie ever again as it concerns to my coochie because they don't have good bedside manner.
Right. And
I
why she
think
played you out on stage in the same breath.
Dr. Jackie gave her a more demure version of Quad. I apologize. Done with it. I think that's what she
Yes.
did, but also I don't think that Jackie is sorry for anything the same way Simone ain't. And for them to sit on that stage, in my personal, and try and play it up like everything was on Simone when everybody contributed to that is crazy. And what's crazier for me is the fact that Heavenly said that Phaedra was the one that sat down in the group and concocted everything. But then now y'all saying it's Dr. Simone. I need you guys to get your lives in order. It's not adding up. It's very weird. Everybody played a role, period. Now, if you don't feel like you owe her an apology, I could care less. I'd rather you be honest. Like Simone, it's like, I'm not apologetic for that. I'm not. I'm not. And I'm not even going to play with you and make you think that I am. What I am sorry for is the stuff that I said last year at the reunion. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
at least stand in it if that's how you're going to move.
Mm.
But it was an interesting reunion. Very interesting. I do personally feel like T clock Quad just a little piece when she said, when Quad said you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, and then T said you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Greg because he is the medicine.
I ain't feel no type of way about
She
that.
didn't lie. She didn't lie.
It's the truth, but you know how they said to T, you sound like a child when you talk. Her reads was giving childish, like
They
they
were.
couldn't land. You could tell she wasn't confident when she was saying what she had to say. It just, it wasn't it for her. But I was gonna say this earlier,
Mhm.
when we talked about partnership. You can tell. This is the thing I think is so fucking funny. Heavenly was almost mad her damn self that Contessa had exposed stuff about her husband on the show. It was weird to me. Someone like it felt like the anger had moved away from, yeah, I said what I said on my YouTube channel,
Mhm.
to you a dumb bitch, you didn't protect your husband, and now I'm gonna make you suffer for not protecting your husband.
Mm.
So in my mind, I immediately was like, if you feel this strongly about Contessa that you want to make her suffer for not protecting her husband and you gonna be the one to make her suffer, what are you holding for your husband? And in the same episode, they end up talking about what they heard about Damon. It was funny as fuck because now I have to believe that at least some of it is true. Why else are you going so hard, Heavenly? It's just odd because it was all up until this point where I was like, yeah, Contessa, you came with this. I'm annoyed. Like, yeah, Contessa, you get on my nerves. But even though Contessa came to us with it, Heavenly is like rejoicing over bringing it up in her face all the time. Let them move on.
Mm. I need to see more of Heavenly's reaction. I feel like they kind of cut it off when she was like, "Oh my god,"
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, this can't be all heavy. Because when it comes to Dr. Damon, Heavenly be having a lot to say. Because y'all can't put that on Daddy like that. So I'm like, this can't be all of her reaction to what everybody else is saying. So I mean, I don't know. But if they saying they heard some, then I
Um,
believe that they heard something. I don't know
They
if
didn't
he
hurt
actually
something.
did something, but I definitely believe that I believe them when they say they heard it.
I believe it too. I believe that there's something, that they heard something. It doesn't mean it's true. But I will say
Right.
this. Your
Mhm.
husband is a Q and you are insecure. And anytime a woman shows your husband type of attention, you act as if you have to hurry up and run to make sure that they don't offer pussy to your husband. And to me, as a woman, maybe I have not been married as long as you are, but if you feel secure, you don't feel the need to do shit like that. To me, Heavenly has shown herself as feeling like she's not secure because you
Mhm.
question even back in the day when Carrie was Lady Damon and you got all upset as if a white woman had a chance with your husband. It then makes you feel like you must have felt like there was a possible chance that your husband will fuck a white woman, which is
Mm.
why Contessa's biracial children, because y'all know what I think. I think that Damon is the type to fuck the white or Latina nurse at the hospital. Like that's what
Mhm.
yeah, it may not be because he's not happy with you, but because he's at the hospital with a certain woman all the time. Also, I feel like Dr. Heavenly plays down her dominance in order to make Dr. Damon happy, a dominant figure. So I feel like when she does all of this daddy, 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 it's bullshit. It's bullshit. You're doing it to placate his emotions because you are a strong woman and y'all's dynamic. But here's the thing that makes me question anything Dr. Heavenly tells me about her and Damon. Is the thing that
Mhm.
makes me question it. And Dr. Heavenly can be mad at me all you want to because you fuck with you. But at the end of the day, for Damon's bottom row of teeth look like that after damn near 30 years of marriage, he does not trust you with his teeth, and you don't fuck enough to tell him to come sit in your chair. Something is amiss.
Mm,
He don't want to change his teeth.
They're fighting for dominance with gums. He should want to change them.
Yeah, that's a nasty read though. To sit up there and try and post some coloring on Contessa's teeth, and when it probably came from something she ate, and to try to drag her about that because she was trying to hold you accountable for the shit that you did online. It wasn't so much as the situation of, oh, you said what you said on TV. You already said it. That's not really the issue that Contessa had. It's the fact that you talking about her, you supposed to be her friend, but you talking about her like it's on some gossip type shit, and you won't want that done to you. But then when she try to hold you accountable for some stuff, you decide to go on social media and do this. The way social media spun the block on Dr. Damon is crazy when they showed that bottom row. Child, better be
Crazy.
careful. You've been a little quiet ever since, Heavenly. I'm not gonna hold you, honey. You've been a little quiet since they done did that. Another thing I want to highlight is I definitely agree when Toya did. I don't know if it was Toya or somebody saying that T was talking like a child. She sounded like a child. She did. She sounded like a person that doesn't fully have confidence within the group. And she's fighting to show that she got her own back when don't nobody else really got it. And it just came off not so great. But what I will say is I do have an issue with this. Although she may talk like a child, just get on my nerves. Because it ain't no different than the same shit y'all did to Quad. When Quad first came on the show, y'all try to act like, oh, she young, she don't know this. Let me show you how you need to show up when you're a doctor's wife and all of that shit. Like, y'all get on my nerves. And then Quad, you slick doing the same shit to her that was done to you. And then when the girl started talking about the press tour, I'm gonna be honest, Quad, you have been talking about that girl. You have been mocking her. You have been saying shit about her. Now, T, to say that lady jealous of you is crazy. I don't see that at all. But Quad, you definitely have started some shit. And then now you want to set up this. I have no quarrels with you, young. I have no quarrels with you. I have no issues with you.
Yeah,
I guess.
but you do.
But I don't think T was prepared to go toe to toe with Quad for real, for real. But I just don't like when I see the fans try to act like Quad is A-OK 100% in everything, all because y'all don't like T. Y'all don't gotta like that lady.
I
But
like the
y'all also don't gotta act like everything she do is wrong. Like, I mean,
right.
Quad ain't right in every damn thing. I don't care what nobody talking about. She looked like a fucking fool, drunk as hell, trying to get off her chest some shit she technically already got off her chest when it came to this man. Fuck that nigga. He's
Right.
in the past. If you're sitting next to King, be happy with that. Like, what do you even like?
Trying to flex on him. Like, why you
Yeah.
got to get that last flex? But
I think
Quad
that
did eat
Christmas
her up.
coming
because
out
they're
strong
here.
from the marriage was a flex itself. She didn't even need King to flex
Exactly.
on his
Getting the
ass.
house that she wanted to get was a flex
Yes,
itself. Man,
a
they
$2 million
ate T
home.
up twice. Whenever Toya ate her up when she said, "Yeah, my home, no one has ever lived in it before."
Uh-huh.
Like when
When
she
she
said
said,
that, and then when Quad said to her, "Yeah, let a man talk to you like shit. Get used to it. Get used
"Girl,
to it."
Hey,
I'm
I
done."
said,
Hey,
oh,
it's not
hey,
funny.
I was like,
Listen, when T tried to, this one T really sound like a little girl to me, in my personal. When she says, my name is on my home. You're just now getting a home. Calm down, calm down. I'm like, baby, your name, I don't believe you. You need more people. You need more receipts. I do not
you know
believe
the
that your
real
name is for
issue?
that property.
You know the
and
real
who
issue,
cares
though,
about?
Jamie? Hold up. The real issue is you said you was on a mortgage. You should be on the deed, not the mortgage. 'Cause
Oh,
that
Thank
nigga
you.
should have paid that
Her.
house off
la, la, la,
already.
la, la.
And if he
And
didn't pay
why is
the
there a
house off,
mortgage on a short sale?
Pla- pla-
especially when he an old ass nigga, why would you come into an old ass nigga house and be paying a mortgage? That don't make no sense. What's the point of you tugging and pulling at a old ass nigga's dick if he not gonna pay the whole mortgage, bitch?
She was just saying shit. You could tell she didn't know. She didn't know, so she just said mortgage, not knowing the ultimate flex was the deed. Because when she said mortgage, I was like, baby. And Quan said
Baby.
the house should have been paid for at this point.
You paying bills, bitch. You over there splitting bills with an old nigga. Let me tell you something. You can split bills with a nigga your age. You don't split bills with no nigga that's old enough to be your damn daddy. That's stupid.
Mm,
Did she
mm,
really say
mm.
that? She using her VA loan? What's that? I mean, what was that a
She
refinance or
did.
something?
She
Like, what you
did.
talking about? Oh, she didn't say that. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
I don't think
What?
she did. I hope she did. Why would you
I don't
use your
know.
VA loan on his house?
Either way, she makes her dumb. And when nobody say, yeah, quiet don't have to be right all the time. Quiet can be exhausting sometimes. I see all of that. But at the end of the day, I feel like
Oh,
T was
she
brought on this
did
show.
say it.
He was brought on this show to piss Quiet off. So when Quiet initially was being nice, that's cute. But really, you wasn't owed that, bitch. Because why you coming on this show trying to outdo me and replace me, bitch? Fuck you and that little ass nigga.
How would T be trying to outdo her though? In what way? Could she possibly come on the show and outdo her? I feel like the animosity with Quad and my problem with her, I feel like she often misplaces that animosity. You should have been mad at them ladies, but then when you sit up here and the show is going on, you sitting on live with the very ladies that kicked your ass out, and then you want to kiki with them and then talk about the girl that didn't even do shit to you. When Heavenly gets on her live, tells business, says shit about you, you rarely ever check her, but then you be having smoke for Toya and other folks. Like that be my problem with her. Like she don't like direct her stuff to who it needs to go to. So for me, I feel T valid in how she feel about that lady.
I agree, but if you feel that way, then you should feel the same way. Because bitch, the only reason you on here right now is because that nigga wants you to be on this show making nanny boo boo the Quad. That nigga got you on this show with a friend group that ain't your friend group, so he can make that lady mad. So at the end of the day, I think we agree with each other. Like Quad look dumb for letting them women play in her face, but T look dumb for letting that old ass nigga play in her face.
The day that she stopped letting him in play just might be one of the best days for her.
And when she stopped wearing dresses that Quiet wore in the confessional, whenever you get your own style and your own house and stop using that lady's curtains, whenever you step into your own womanhood and not into the womanhood of another woman, then yeah, we will have. That's why they low key don't have respect for you, because you went that man like I'm gonna be the opposite. Quad, all for you to step into Quad shoes, still get treated the same way, and still ain't changed no curtains.
She was a lift and land. Lift and land. That's it.
Was it a lift?
No, I don't mean like lift as in he did better. I mean lift as in you picked her up from wherever she was and plopped her in Quad's old position, and nothing else was different.
Tell me if I'm tripping, y'all. Did she roll into that with that one piece of luggage? Roll into that house with one piece of luggage? I feel like I saw a video of her with one piece of luggage.
Not
rolling into the house, looking around. Ooh, I could set up here.
No, I hope not. That's crazy.
That was my imagination. All right.
I don't think T thought this all the way through at all. I think this is gonna be like a learning experience. Shit, I don't know. I hope so, because I feel like she got a lot of had a lot of people in her ear from the cast the first season, likely her husband the second season. If you get a third, it's time for you to like think, stand on your own, step outside or something. But the moment she starts stepping out and wanting to do better, look better, handle situations better, it's going to be an issue for sure.
It's gonna be a big problem.
Like Quad said, you the same with a different woman.
But watch how Quad. I do feel like this though. I will say, I do think Quad, although she throws shade at this girl, I do feel like Quad may have a bit of a heart for her because she knows what she has gone through. And I think Quad may want her at some point when she's ready to keep it a buck and when she's ready to maneuver from that relationship to come to her. The same thing Simone want from Quad gonna want from T. And I think she may be instrumental in getting her out because you're already like, it's no disrespect to y'all marriage, but on some real shit, you had a conversation with Dr. Heavenly. You said Quad was not wrong with some of the she's already said about this man. We've witnessed things about this man for many a years, and we already knew where Quad and he were headed in their relationship before it happened, and we already see where you guys are headed as well. Ain't nobody hating on y'all marriage. Ain't nobody really wishing y'all bad. It ain't none of that. It's what we are viewing. And what it looks like is that it's not going to last. As long as there hasn't been a single woman on reality television that has not elevated herself, whether it was her looks, her mindset, her coins, whatever. And when you elevate in that space and you elevate with friends, and as you grow, some things cannot go with you. And I am sorry to tell you, ma'am, the things that you aspire to have in life, he is going to be one of those things that cannot go. I don't give a damn if you do have a child with this man. That does not secure secure your spot in his life and his in yours. So I still do not see this marriage working out. And it don't got to be a bad thing. I think it's going to be a great thing. Because he treats you like a child, and he
does.
to me, he gives some of the same energy, in my opinion, as those ladies give to you.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and he does.
That's how I feel about it.
Looking
The
down
exact
on
same.
her. I can believe you're this naive. The way they like she's not deserving of respect simply because she's younger and not a doctor. That's the same way he treats her. So, like, everybody that feel like Simone and Jackie ain't shit, I need y'all to know that Greg ain't shit either. And just because she's willing to turn a blind eye to him doesn't mean that it's not the same situation. Like, that little man ain't shit. And I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about. Any of y'all that's defending Dr. Gregory, y'all hoes ain't shit neither. Argue with your mama.
Simone and Jackie was so damn tone deaf whenever Andy had mentioned how Phaedra said they were a group of mean girls. And Simone goes, we have great jobs, great salaries. That's the whole point. You guys are elitists. You think you're better than anybody who's not a doctor. That's the whole point. You didn't even hear what the fuck he just said. I was like, okay, next.
And look, I wanna respond to this in the comments because I don't want to type it. Kiko said that Quad looked better. I mean, Sweet Tea looked better in the dress. Quad did, baby. It doesn't matter. She still her. Quad still did it first. It doesn't matter if it looked better on her. She saw it on Quad first, and that is the point that we're trying. I'm trying is that I feel like Sweet and Quad. You wanted the and yourself in her shoes, and you could do it better. A lot of pick-me's think that they can do it better. The man not gonna do me like that because I'm gonna give him what he do, so he not gonna treat me like that. Not understanding that's the way the man is. It don't matter what a woman do, he's still gonna treat her the same way, and that's the whole point here. But to be clear, I fuck with Quad, but I'm side-eyeing well, and I'm looking at her like, are you really healed, or were you just looking for a little bit better version of a man? Because women who leave one abusive relationship, another abusive relationship, simply because as the last. And he made little comments. There's some funny style shit going on with him in his cars. Little comments that he made. I'm just looking at it funny style. Also, I'm looking at it funny style because you over there doing allegedly married you yet, and then that's want marriage, don't want marriage, then we have a conversation. But if that's what you want and you over there trying to have a baby with a man that doesn't feel like you are ready to be married, then yeah, I'm sorry, I still have an issue with that shit too.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that because I thought it was just me. I'm like, he seems apprehensive about more than just moving in with you. Something about it. I don't know if King is the king that people want to portray him out to be. And I hate it for her because I do feel like being on this show longer, they gonna dish. You know how they do. I feel, and I do feel when Quad said that, when Simone was feeling a way about her not sharing her love life, I feel like she ain't got to tell you just that.
Right.
Not owe y'all her love life
at all.
No.
I know she brought him on the show to flex up for Greg, not so much as the other ladies, because she could have been brought him on, but she did that for Greg. And now I'm concerned because if T goes out the picture, they finna dig into you. Because they're gonna find the shadies. That's not gonna last.
When King said that's not the natural order, I was like, ooh.
What the fuck that mean? Right. What the fuck you mean?
It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. He been here too long. Quiet, get him off the show. If you
remember when she was getting dressed and he was like, is there some type of reaction from when how you put a medal on somebody's hand and it causes a reaction? Is there something that, when you put that medal to her head? First of all, you fucking lame. Whatever joke you was trying to land, it did not. So why were you trying so hard to make a joke out of her? And that wasn't the first time. King. He made a comment. She was getting dressed for the Bridgerton ball thing and she was putting the crown on her head.
Yeah.
And he was trying to make that fell flat. I was like, why are you trying so hard to make a joke out of her touching the crown. Like, I put a small shit like that because to me, all things eventually turn to big things. Why are you trying to humiliate type of, like, why are you trying to make a joke out of me? Why? If you really love me and you fuck with me, you should be like, baby, let me put that crown on you.
I
Like,
hope he's a good. I hope he end up. I mean, I hope it works out.
to me, the nigga got a nice body but look goofy. So
Yeah.
I
and
think the
you
fact
know,
that she's so all over, like, oh, King, this I love him. That kind of concerns me because I feel like he could play on that.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
For sure.
Take advantage of those feelings and stuff. So I don't know. The verdict's still out for me. Hopefully he's a good guy, but I don't know.
I don't want no man joking on me. I don't care what y'all say. It's too many men that make jokes that, you know, seem a joke, but it's not really a joke. That's really how they feel about you. So I don't like when men play like that. Don't play with me as an, you know, a joke to my expense. Don't do that. That's not funny to me. That's a red flag. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's all. That's all I do. I'm just reading
Okay.
comments. That's all. Begging. Yes. Yes. That's what it's called.